Giants Cowboys. This one was out of control. Malik Neighbors and Russell Wilson were pretty much unstoppable through 4 quarters of this one. Javonte Williams looks back and better than ever. Dak Prescott, solid. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, both solid. How about Wan'Dale Robinson at the top of the board here? Jay, your Giants lose a heartbreaker, but fantasy relevance from a lot of surprises here.
Absolutely. I liked it on the rundown. It says the Giants passing game, is it back? When was it last there? Was it when Eli Manning threw to Mario Manningham in the Super Bowl? I haven't seen the Giants passing game since 2011.
Russell Wilson spoke after it on all the positive takeaways despite the loss.
I thought Malik played an incredible game. I mean, this guy is special. The plays that he was making, Malik Neighbors, I think Wan'Dale had a tremendous game. Slade made some big plays, for us when we needed it. I thought the line did a tremendous job of giving me enough time, and credit those guys. We needed one more play, one more moment to make a big play, and unfortunately, they made it before we did. I was just proud of how to be able to answer the way we did. I've been a part of a lot of crazy games. I don't know if I've been a part of something that crazy and that much grit.
I don't know about that logo, the Russ logo on his hat.
It's not good. I know about it. It's bad. There's no ambiguity. It's objectively bad.
Giants country, let's ride.
Yeah.
You know what? Give credit. Listen, I think this loss is on the defense, like on the Giants defense.
By far.
1,000%, right?
Now that's a take.
Yeah, thank you. God bless.
Nicely done.
Yeah, thank you very
24
much.
seconds left and they allow a field goal.
What are we doing playing soft zones when they just need 30 yards to get a field goal?
That was crazy.
Exactly.
You're better off sending the house. What are you doing? You're just going to lose.
It was a failure of coaching and defense. I mean, it's not like I was talking on the way in. I was talking to somebody who said, yeah, like what a crazy game and that kind of stuff. What a kick. And I'm like, but that's not out of the ordinary. Brandon Aubrey makes those regularly. Yep. Right. That's his range.
It's like
60.
Exactly. The Cowboys play totally different than most teams in that situation. We hit one completion and we tie the game. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, that was just tough. The positives here are, though, Russ looked competent, looked pretty good. The deep balls to Malik and Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson. What happened to 3 yard average depth of target?
We've never seen him go that far in his life.
Who knows?
What are you doing past the line of scrimmage?
Do you think he was lost?
He finally got a GPS.
Crap, I'm in the end zone. Yeah. It was crazy. 29% of Russell Wilson's attempts traveled 15 or more air yards. Went 7 from 12 for 264, 3 touchdowns on those passes. If Russell has always been able to throw kind of the deep moon ball, and credit to Brian Daboll for dialing up some of those plays. Going to Malik Neighbors, he's a superstar, but Wan'Dale Robinson, career high 16.2 average depth of target in this game, 3 different receptions of 20 or more yards. Connor, is this something that we think continues, or was this kind of it was just sort of a nutty game?
It's a little bit of a perfect script. The Cowboys have been banged up in their secondary, and quite frankly, they just didn't look good in this one. Obviously, not even talking about not having Micah Parsons get out to quarterback anymore. I thought there was legit secondary issues, but maybe it shows that he's not this, but viable. That would be exciting. Listen, this offense needs a number 2 pass catcher. Malik Neighbors can handle volume as a number 1 as well as anybody, but if Russ is actually going to be – Russ finally just leaned into, I'm going to go down chucking the ball. Yeah. And it worked in this game. Yeah. And with the scripts the Giants play, where their secondary, or notably their defense, is coached horribly, they might be in scripts like this.
Yeah, what it reminded me of with Russ with these moon balls? It's like how Dan Campbell, when he goes for it on 4th down, I'm not sure it's really analytics. I think he's just hitting the same button over again. Yeah. It's we're just going to go for it. It's with Russ. It's I'm not sure this is amazing offense, but I'm just going to do it because why not? And this gives us a chance. Because he with the interception, was terrible in overtime. It was a shocking decision and throw. But at the same time, Malik Neighbors is a superstar, and Russell Wilson, I think there was concern after week 1 that maybe this offense just has no ceiling whatsoever and is completely broken. It's not I don't think the offensive line was great yesterday, despite Russell Wilson's comments, but he can get Neighbors the ball deep, and that's really all that matters in this offense. Yeah,
to your point about Wan'Dale Robinson, though, 25% target share now in both games this season. They are going to need a number 2 pass catcher. We thought it might be Theo Johnson, but it looks like it is Wan'Dale Robinson. So, yes, I think Wan'Dale Robinson is a viable flex moving forward as well. Johnny Dangerly asks on YouTube, is Russell a viable option to cover my Joe Burrow loss? I would say maybe, except for this, especially because, by the way, he's running a little bit more.
Right.
Like we hadn't seen him
For
run
his life.
recently.
There's
Yeah.
more
He is.
designed runs again yesterday.
Yes, no, that's the
and
thing,
you're not
the design
fast,
runs.
but they're
Yeah.
doing it anyway.
No, but they are doing it anyway.
Well, it's in the playbook for Jackson Dart's eventual
yeah.
takeover of this offense.
I would agree with that. And that's the thing, is that I don't know. I think there are other viable options, as we talked about, and we'll talk about more about this tomorrow. But the concern here is also, at some point, Russell Wilson's losing his job. And then look at their upcoming schedule. So they're home to Kansas City this week. By the way, that's a Sunday Night Football game. Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes.
More compelling now than it was 24
right.
hours ago.
Very much so.
0-2 versus 0-2, you know, two desperate teams, two big-name quarterbacks in Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes. So they're home to Kansas City, then they're home to the Chargers. They're at your plucky New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
And then they're home to Philadelphia. So the 3 of the next 4 are at home, but Chiefs, Chargers, and Eagles are pretty good defenses. I know that the Chiefs aren't as dominant as before, but still,
a problem.
There's still a problem. Yeah, as you sort of look at the schedule. And then, oh, by the way, look at that. Week 7 at the Broncos, Week 8 at the Eagles, 9 they're home to the 49ers, and then Week 10 at the Bears, usually a tough place to play in Chicago.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.